Good evening, everyone. Hello. Thank you for joining. So, on my venture this weekend, I decided to dive into Star Wars. If you caught Don Dizzle's live stream last night, you will have heard that Jigs told me I started the wrong way, but that's okay. So, I guess my first question to you is what is your opinion on how I should have started and why? I decided to go episode one, two, three, four, five, six, and then all the little other ones in between, and then go ahead and do the animated series and all of those. However, in your thoughts and opinions, when this video is over, you should totally tell me how you think I should have went about going ahead and watching them. So, I watched the Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones over the weekend. They were both amazing. My first thought to myself was, why the hell did I wait so long to watch the movies? Especially considering one of my favorite spoof movies is Spaceballs. So, I mean, if I like Spaceballs, why didn't I ever watch Star Wars? Anyways, so now to continue with my review. Um, so with episode one, clearly I am in-depth thought thinker, and because I've seen so much pop culture having to do with Star Wars, I already kind of knew quite a bit on my own with the whole story makeup storyline. However, many of you know I did ask Captain that one time what a Skywalker was. I was thinking it was like a stormtrooper. I won't even lie. Apparently, it is not. I have learned over the past few days. Before I continue, though, I do want to say hi to the chat. First off, thank you to Las Cruces. Hello from South Dakota to New Mexico. You're always in our chats. Thank you for joining. You have some sweet folks on Instagram. Hey, Mayor, thank you for always joining. And of course, Z Clux. He knows he's one of my favorites. What's up, Carolina 26? I saw that you are watching the movies as well, so you could be a little bit more in tune with exactly what I'm talking about, I guess, or more up to date. Makes feel better. Captain rewatched them with me as well, and then was laughing at me when I was pausing them to like write keynotes for my review and stuff. Oh my goodness. Probably frustrating to watch a movie with somebody who's doing a review. That's what I guess I'm gonna say. It was probably more like a book review in his eyes. What's up, TK? Thanks for joining and supporting as well. Hi, Connie. Hi, Chad. Both of you. So now let's see. Key things I found in Phantom Menace was that you met Anakin, who I, on my own handy duty, figured out is eventually going to be Darth Vader, I do believe, because he is more not in tune with controlling his own emotions and giving himself to the full Jedi force that it is, I guess. So that was a key player. And then, of course, Queen Amidala. She was a huge, huge key player as well. Not only the one, but then their little love story fiasco in two as well. Um, and then of course Obi-Wan Kenobi. I had no idea ever who that was as many times that I have made many Obi-Wan Kenobi jokes in my day and had no idea who the hell I was talking about. So I probably need to apologize to a couple people, I won't even lie. But besides that, um, let's see. Who else did I learn that was going to be a key player? And number one, Yoda, of course, but I already kind of knew who Yoda was. I like a lot of Yoda quotes, which is funny. But as for the movie, some of my favorite parts were, of course, the huge races where Anakin finally wins. Like, that's a huge ordeal. I mean, you'd be super excited as a kid or anybody to finally win something you've been working hard to achieve. So that was a lot of fun. I am a huge conspiracy theorist. So a lot of episode one, and Steve was laughing at me the whole time as well. With a lot of my conspiracies to some degree, like the shadow part of the dark side of the being in the government and all of that, totally kind of fits with my whole crazy mind. But that's another story, different day. However, I'm sure I entertained Captain during all of that talking.
A 2-hour movie turned into a 6-hour movie.
it wasn't quite that bad. Maybe just a little. Um,
Yeah.
so let's see, what else were some cool things that I learned? So Anakin, of course, you know, he's just a young kid, so I get to watch him grow. I guess that's kind of cool from my perspective. Like I said, I like to know the whole story. um, and then let's see, the queen. I like how she eventually becomes Senate, but she just stays strong for her people. However, I did notice that is going to be her biggest weakness, is that she just wants to do more good, and there's not enough of them. Type thing. Let's see. What else did I learn in episode one? I don't know. It was just kind of a beginning, I guess. The Federation is trying to invade the Republic, take over. I did learn that in number one. Overall, it wasn't a bad movie. Not as cheesy as I thought they were gonna be.
What do you think of Jar Jar?
He didn't annoy me as bad as people would say, but then again,
You had no
I
idea.
doubt. Yeah, like I have no idea why he would be so annoying, and I've dealt with a lot of drunk people, so
Yeah, he's
I
pretty
mean,
much like a drunk person.
exactly. Like
Right.
they make foolish mistakes and trip over things, and you're like, "Hey, man, what are you doing?" So he's just like the drunk character of the group, I guess, is how I pictured him. Maybe that's why he never ended up on me.
Not the comic relief.
I definitely enjoyed number two a lot more. Um, there I learned about Django Fett, which is funny because I don't know if any of you know who MC Chris is, but he has that song called Boba Fett's Jet Backpack. You know, my backpack's got jet. Boba Fett's Jet. That's what it is. You should look it up. Decent song. But so I met him. He's a cool bounty hunter. I guess what else did I learn at that one? I did when Boba Fett saw his dad get killed, or I guess his maker, however you would, I don't know. How was that?
Yeah, his maker.
Maker. So you're carbon DNA and something. Anyways, his Cretan. When he saw his dad get killed, I guess.
What do you think of the first battle scene with one of them swamp people and the robot?
Oh, that was cool with like the cool like bubble.
Blue balls.
Yeah, like the bubble electricity. I don't know. I guess that's what I would equivalent that to.
Right.
And their racers were cool, like the things that they had in their races.
The pod racing.
Yeah, like yeah. That would be fun. I can barely drive a like go kart though, so I can only imagine trying to drive one of those. But overall, I don't know. I'd give that movie like for a starting movie, I guess, and having no idea what's going on and like just learning about some characters and some different points, I would totally give that like a 6 to 7. You guys got to remember, I went in completely blinded, and I've never read a comic, a Star Wars book, anything Star Wars at all.
So when I buy a Darth Maul, you're like, who's this guy? It doesn't look like Deadpool.
I'm always curious. But so
we met Darth Maul in the first one too.
Yeah, Darth Maul was cool. That would be a cool Halloween costume. Make my hair all like cool. Yeah, that was the coolest part, I think. Yeah. No. I definitely enjoyed number one. And Liam Neeson. I mean, who doesn't like Liam Neeson?
So somebody that's an old Star Wars guy like me, when that movie came out with the double lightsabers, I was just like, oh, 2 lightsabers together. Oh my God. From watching the old school ones to now, you know.
Makes sense.
Right. You know.
I don't know. I'm not getting the theatrical, like, oh my God.
Like, came right out at you, you know.
Like, best believe I went and saw every Harry Potter movie in theater. And those were theatrically amazing to me. So, I mean, I could only imagine watching these on a huge screen the first time.
Right. Seeing something like that.
Oh, yeah.
That's never been on the screen before.
Yeah. See? You guys just get to live cooler lifestyles. Have more cooler experiences. But, so yeah, no, that was cool. Darth Maul was fun. Sad he was short-lived. Let's see. I did learn about the Sith. and
Yeah.
that's the dark side and of what was the other name? I wrote it down. I know I did. See if this is why I don't watch movies like this that take a lot of work. Oh, the Darth Sidious. That he is supposedly in control of the Senate somewhere deep in there right now, and he's currently invading them in Attack of the Clones. That's where I've left off.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm excited. But what else? The huge Clone War. That was super cool. That was pretty fun. I like how Yoda just comes in and saves all their asses out of nowhere, just like bam.
In the end fight.
Yeah, and they're not even supposed to be any part of like a war or an army or anything. And he's like, "Look, no, we're doing
So you have the clones, and then you have the robots made.
this. What are droids?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So the droids, and then I don't know. I like R2D too. That little robot always comes handy. Why don't we have things that cool now? That's see, that's the part that makes me the most irritated with all these movies is they have such cool things, and then I look at like where the hell we're at as a mankind, and I'm like, dude, we are slacking as a species altogether.
You want a really smart aleck droid talking back to you?
Maybe
Program.
I could slap that. I can't slap like a mini me or myself, like, but I could slap a droid. Just saying.
I can slap a droid. Got no problem with that.
I don't know. I don't like the cheesy love story and Attack of the Clones. Like that part just drags for me because I am not a romance movie type of person. I don't really watch them. It's just boring. Like, not my thing. I don't know. So like, if I could skip through those parts, I would. But I guess there could potentially be key points, so I don't.
Yeah, that's kind of a key point. And what happened at the very, very end of Clone Wars?
They get married.
Well,
And he's not supposed to get married if he's a Jedi because that goes against that whole code. So that's a huge thing as well. And then, um, what else? I now know what a Skywalker is. That made my heart happy.
Right, it's not a starship.
Yeah, and you know that he's going to the dark side because he murked an entire town, not only just the men, but the women and the children as well.
And what were their names? Who did he kill?
He, I wrote it down. I know I did.
They killed his mother.
They killed his mom. Tusken Raiders.
Tusken Raiders.
So, I guess my question is, did he kill off their entire species, or is there more of them?
Well, there's more of them, but he made pretty good damage to them. Right.
Okay, so I guess then I want to know if eventually they come and try to seek revenge on him. Is where but you don't have to tell me, but that's going to be one of my things that I'm going to pay attention to.
Not as far as I know, no.
Okay.
They don't want to mess with a guy who almost annihilated their whole population.
But I would assume that Boba Fett wants revenge eventually, or he lives a long, angry life for a while because of everything that happened. That would be traumatic. You know, every movie has a traumatic experience. That's why Disney bought the franchise. Just saying.
Another conspiracy theory.
Oh goodness. But if I had a current favorite character,
who died in the first one? Jedi wise.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
There you go.
Yeah, and he was the Obi-Wan Kenobi's master, and he was their apprentice. And then they didn't want to train Anakin because Yoda could sense a dark force in him, and they still fought to go ahead and get Anakin. And he had to actually win him in a trade on the race that Anakin won against his owner for him in slavery, and he tried to win him and his mom, but he couldn't, so he had to leave his mom there as a slave. And when he goes back and tries to get her in number 2, she ends up dying right there in front of him.
Which makes him go berserk and kill her.
Yeah, I could totally see that. Like, I would be that angry.
So then you feel that anger force.
Yeah, like, you know, I always compare myself to She-Hulk, so I mean, I guess, like,
Yeah,
enough
you.
bad events, I could see me becoming Darth Vader. Like,
Yeah, you've ripped off a door or two.
not I.
Drunken stage.
No drunken, nothing. Shush.
Don't
We
add.
don't talk about that.
Don't add gamma ray add alcohol.
There was just that one time with that whiskey, but that's besides the point.
All right.
um, but so I like Yoda, I guess, so far right now. He's kind of cool. And Anakin.
What do you think of like the vehicles, like different starships and
Like, those are cool. They'd be a lot of fun to drive. Made me, like, reminded me of Starbase in fifth grade. Getting to pretend fly, those were fun. So I could only imagine really getting to fly some cool stuff. But once again, I'm just mad at us as a society. Like, I really had high hopes for us. Like, as a kid, I remember watching The Fifth Element. Maybe that's why, is I remember all these cool things from all these cool movies, and like, we don't have that stuff. We make different toys each year. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. But I am enjoying it so far. I'm excited to go into the third episode, that's for sure. I probably won't get to catch it for a couple of days, though. We got a few different things going on. And Christmas, of course. Cookies!
couple shows.
Couple shows. Oh, yeah, tomorrow night we'll be on Comigories. If you guys want to come check that out on John's Comics with Kids YouTube channel. Season 3. It's a holiday special. I might be in an ugly sweater. Do any of you have any questions for me in the chat that you'd like to answer before I get off of the live stream, and then we all hop over to Carolina Chris's channel and go watch his live stream, because he's got some important business to talk about with the community as well.
So what do you think of the fight scene of 2?
Which fight scene in 2?
Where everybody just shows up and the droids.
I really enjoyed that. Like I said, I really loved watching Yoda just swoop in with like all the clones and like I said, just kind of taking over and kicking his ass. Like, that was a lot of fun to watch and see, and something different. I wasn't expecting it. I mean, I was expecting something big to happen because it felt up to a climax, but that was not what I was expecting. Oh yes. But hello 1-2. Thanks for joining. Yeah, see, even Chris was pissed when the mom died.
Yeah, nobody likes it when the mom dies. Look at Bambi. That's another Walt Disney.
And I agree with you, Connie. They could have did more with that character as well. Definitely had him in the second movie and watched like Obi become more before they just let him go and killed him off. But it wasn't bad. I enjoyed Attack of the Clone Wars. That one would be like a 6 or 7 on my book as well. So I guess I'm averaging about a 6 or 7 for the movies. Maybe I'll build up to the 10. Something major will just like blow my mind or something. But it's not bad. However, like I said, we are all about to having to watch your child go and not being able to see him. I don't think I can mentally handle that, no matter what good you knew they were going to be doing in the world and going on to. Like, that would be hard for sure as a parent to watch happen. I completely agree, Chris. I felt that in my heart. I probably had a little tear go down. I'm a crier when it comes to movies. Definitely feels it in my heart most of the time. All emotional. So yeah. Yes. So, Chris, do you think I should watch the animated series before I go on to episode 3, or wait until I'm completely done with everything else? That was going to be one of my other questions as well. Like, when would that be a key point in my lineup for it all to happen? Thanks for joining again, Z.
I know when you had a little tear come down when Jango Fett died, right in front of Boba Fett.
Well, yeah, like, you know that
Daddy gets killed, he gets killed.
Well, yeah, I watched like Grandpa pretty much die, so like that hurts your heart, man.
Right.
Oh man, you're gonna make me cry on screen again.
You got 2 episodes. Ooh. The mom dies and the dad dies.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, anyways, but so I would finish episode 3 for sure. Okay, so yeah, I'll finish all those and then I'll go back and do the animated series when I'm done with the movies. But I am going to, like I said, do watch episode 3 sometime this week and do another review. Have Comigories going on. I should have some more packages coming in, maybe that I could be opening on live stream. Captain actually has a live show on Wednesday as well with the Geeky Comic Guy. Hold on one second. Sorry, I got kids for days. You guys all know that. They get a little loud and a little crazy sometimes. The animated series would take too long. I guess you're right. I did look it up. There's quite a few seasons on that. But I'm gonna cut my live stream short, give us a quick break, and then we're all gonna hop on 26's channel and hear what Carolina 26 has to tell us in the community and talk about in chat as well. But if you have any more comments, leave your opinion on my review and what I should talk about in my reviews, because I've never done any of these, so those would be helpful. And if you felt like I missed a key point that I should have talked about, please let me know as well. But as always, I love you guys. Thanks so much for your support. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on 26's channel in 15 minutes.
Thanks for showing up.
Thanks for showing up.
Star Wars Sunday.
Star Wars Sunday.